Eddie Guerrero was best known for his tenure in World Wrestling Entertainment and World Championship Wrestling. Eddie Guerrero is considered as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Coming from the famous Guerrero wrestling family, Eddie was influenced by his father to follow the wrestling path. Eddie performed for several major professional wrestling promotions, which included Extreme Championship Wrestling, World Championship Wrestling, and World Wrestling Entertainment. Known for his catchphrase lie, "I cheat, I steal," he would do anything to win a match. He won World Wrestling Federation European Championship, World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Championship, World Wrestling Entertainment Tag Team Championship, among others. Despite his success in the ring, Eddie Guerrero experienced various substance abuse problems, which included alcoholism and addiction to painkillers. His death on November 13, 2005, from atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease was shocking to the wrestling fraternity. Join us as we bring to you Eddie Guerrero career, relationships, mansions, cause of death, funeral, and grave. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel to watch other interesting videos. Early life. Born Eduardo "Gory" Guerrero Lanes on October 9, 1967, in El Paso, Texas, Eddie was destined for greatness in the squared circle. Hailing from a family deeply rooted in wrestling, including his father Gory Guerrero and his brothers Mando and Hector, Eddie's path to wrestling stardom seemed preordained. He began training under his father's guidance and made his professional debut in 1987, quickly showcasing his exceptional grappling skills and natural charisma. He graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School, La Jeff, in 1985. Despite facing personal demons and struggles with addiction early in his career, Guerrero's talent shone brightly, earning him contracts with various promotions, including New Japan Pro Wrestling and Extreme Championship Wrestling. It was during his time in Extreme Championship Wrestling that Eddie honed his craft and developed his signature high-flying, technical style, earning the admiration of fans and peers alike. Eddie Guerrero made his wrestling debut in 1989. He made his first appearance on World Championship Wrestling as a jobber. He wrestled as the original Mascara Magica until his departure in 1992. In 1992, Eddie Guerrero embarked on a wrestling journey in Japan, joining New Japan Pro Wrestling under the persona of Black Tiger, marking the beginning of his international acclaim. However, it was his return in 1996 that truly catapulted him to prominence. That year, Guerrero emerged victorious in the prestigious Best of the Super Juniors tournament, showcasing his exceptional skills as a junior heavyweight wrestler. His tenure in New Japan Pro Wrestling reached a crescendo when he challenged the Great Sasuke for the IUP Junior Heavyweight Championship at Skydiving J. Despite his valiant effort, Guerrero fell short in capturing the title, but his performance further solidified his reputation as a formidable competitor on the global stage. Transitioning to Extreme Championship Wrestling in 1995, Guerrero made an immediate impact by capturing the Extreme Championship Wrestling World Television Championship in his debut match against Too Cold Scorpio at Three-Way Dance. This victory signaled his arrival as a force to be reckoned with in the hardcore wrestling scene. His tenure in Extreme Championship Wrestling was marked by a series of memorable encounters with Dean Malenko, culminating in a captivating rivalry that captivated audiences. Although Guerrero would lose the Extreme Championship Wrestling Television Championship to Malenko, he would quickly regain the title, only to ultimately drop it back to Too Cold Scorpio in a hard-fought battle. The climax of Guerrero's time in Extreme Championship Wrestling came on August 26, 1995, when he faced Too Cold Scorpio in a highly anticipated rematch, which ended in a draw in a 2-out-of-3 falls match at the Extreme Championship Wrestling Arena. The emotional aftermath saw Guerrero and Scorpio being hoisted onto the shoulders of their fellow wrestlers, a poignant tribute to their contributions to the promotion. Guerrero's return to World Championship Wrestling later in 1995 marked a significant chapter in his career, reuniting with former colleagues Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit. Despite initially competing in dark matches against Alex Wright, Guerrero soon made his presence felt on the main stage. His first televised pay-per-view appearance occurred at World War III, where he entered the 60-man battle royal for the vacant World Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Guerrero showcased his resilience by lasting until the final stages of the match, before ultimately being eliminated by members of the Four Horsemen faction. Another notable moment came at Starrcade World Cup of Wrestling in December 1995, where Guerrero represented World Championship Wrestling in a World Championship Wrestling vs. New Japan Pro Wrestling World Cup tournament. Despite facing defeat against Shinjiro Otani, Guerrero's participation contributed to Yui's eventual victory in the series. Eddie Guerrero's tenure in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Extreme Championship Wrestling, and World Championship Wrestling laid the foundation for his illustrious career in professional wrestling, showcasing his versatility and tenacity as a performer. These early experiences would set the stage for Guerrero's eventual ascension to superstardom in Wei, solidifying his status as one of the most beloved and respected figures in the industry. In 2000, Eddie Guerrero made his long-awaited debut in Wei, marking the beginning of a storied tenure with the company. From his memorable feud with Rey Mysterio to his alliance with Latino Heat partner Chavo Guerrero, Eddie captivated audiences with his in-ring prowess and magnetic personality. However, it was his rise to the main event scene that solidified his status as one of Wei's elite. In 2004, Eddie achieved the pinnacle of his career by winning the championship, overcoming adversity, and proving that dreams do come true. His victory at No Way Out against Brock Lesnar remains etched in the annals of wrestling history, a crowning moment for a man who had battled against the odds his entire life. Eddie's championship reign inspired countless aspiring wrestlers and endeared him to fans worldwide. Beyond championship gold, Guerrero's legacy extends to his unforgettable matches and captivating storylines. His rivalry with fellow wrestling legend Kurt Angle produced some of the most gripping encounters in history, showcasing Eddie's versatility and ability to captivate audiences with his storytelling prowess. Personal life. Guerrero's marriage to Vicky Guerrero spanned from 1990 until his untimely passing in 2005. Their love story began when introduced by mutual acquaintances on a blind date at a nightclub. Quickly forming a deep connection, the couple dated for 3 years before exchanging vows in April 1990. Throughout their marriage, Vicky and Eddie welcomed 2 daughters into the world, Shaul Marie Guerrero, born on October 14, 1990, and Sherilyn Amber Guerrero, born on July 8, 1995. However, their marital journey wasn't without its challenges. In 2002, Eddie and Vicky experienced a period of separation lasting 2 years, during which Eddie briefly entered a relationship with Tara Mahoney, resulting in the birth of their daughter, Kaylee Marie. Despite this temporary rift, Eddie and Vicky eventually reconciled. Vicky graciously embraced Kylie as a cherished member of their family upon their reunion, demonstrating their commitment to each other and their children. Cause of death and funeral. Tragically, on November 13, 2005, the wrestling world was plunged into mourning with the sudden passing of Eddie Guerrero at the age of 38. The cause of death was later determined to be acute heart failure, attributed to Guerrero's history of heart disease and past substance abuse struggles. The news sent shockwaves throughout the industry as colleagues and fans alike grappled with the loss of a true icon. Eddie Guerrero's final resting place is at Green Acres Memorial Park Cemetery in Scottsdale, Arizona. The solemnity of his funeral service was overseen by none other than superstar Billy Graham, a wrestling icon in his own right. Interestingly, Graham himself would later find his eternal rest nearby upon his passing in 2023, further intertwining the legacies of these 2 legendary figures in the world of professional wrestling. Net worth. By the time of his untimely death, he had an estimated net worth of $6 million. He owned a home in El Paso, Texas. His house featured an indoor and outdoor swimming pools, a giant closet, an ivy-themed kitchen, and a massive garage with all types of cars. John Cena has a huge passion for cars and owns several incredible four-wheelers. He owned several cars including 966 Dodge Hemi-Charger, 1969 MKX, 1969 Dodge Daytona, 1969 Dodge Daytona, 1970 AM Rebel Machine, Copo Chevrolet Camaro Customized Buick, among others. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.